Righty. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now today, we are continuing our work on the B-17. Yes, we are. And you know what I forgot to do before I came on? There were some chairs I wanted to locate. Yes, there were. Yes, there were. That's okay, kids. That's okay. That's okay. Now, give me a moment. What I might do. What I mostly want to work on is the cockpit areas and a few other bits and bobs. Now, give me a moment there. What I'm going to quickly have a gander at. That is the technical term, by the way, a gander. That's a C-47. Well, that's not. That's bomber stuff. But this is on the C-47. What's this? What's this, eh? This is definitely B-17 stuff. Not there. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm trying to find these seats because I would like to get onto them today. In the meantime, let's get on with some other stuff. I'm getting off the track. We can get some stuff done, and then I can always do that off stream. Getting distracted, guys. Sorry, I do this on occasion. Other things we can consider are bombays and what we do with the Bombay engines, rather, which I'm rather keen to do. But I'm just digressing and getting off track. I'm getting very distracted. Here, cheers. Oh, that's going to make you feel better. Caffeine doesn't make you feel better. There's something very wrong with your world. Excuse me a moment. Actually, I was about to blow my nose. And suddenly realised I'd still be on camera, and I'm sure it's a visual you could do without. Well, there are some very strange fetishes out there. We'll leave that discussion there. Now, let's see. And light goes up. Now I shall do the... With my first headset, I had to... What did I have to do? I had to actually take it physically off. There was no mute button. Yeah, I believe more than one viewer thought it was me being attacked by a large moose. Now, where are my assembly instructions? Because I know where they are. Oh, I'm not doing very well today, am I, guys? Sorry about this. Deary, deary me, kids. Or do I know? Oh, this is bad. Here we go. That's a better outcome, I tell you. While I'm here, is there anything else that might contain our chairs? What are these? What are these? That's an empty bag, that is. All right. While I'm upright, are they on this shelf here, perhaps? That's all engine stuff. Engine stuff. No, doesn't look like it. No. Oh, no. Alrighty, let's get on with business, kids. Hang on, what's that? What's that? Oh, I see what that is. Yeah, no. Anyway, where the hell have I put them? It's starting to get a bit frustrating. It is. Never mind. I put them somewhere that I clearly think is extremely sensible. Now, what we've got here is a few things we did yesterday. And one thing we can do is, okay, we've got this seat here completed. We'll pop him over to there. We can get, well, that one's, what you got there, I'll zoom in. You can't really see what I'm fiddling with there, I don't think. Now we go there. Now that's just requiring the back. That's the seat that requires the back on it. And we have the bits to make another base like that, which we need to do. And then we need to find where the other backs are. There are two backs. I had one of these completed and it launched quite a distance. It was very spectacular. I must say I was quite impressed with just how far a pair of tweezers could launch something. Who would have thunk it? So far as I could tell, it was damn nearly, it was spectacular enough, by golly, that you'd have thought it was a conscious effort of some variety, but of course, yeah, that's simply not the case. But yeah, okay, there's our stand, or our base. Base, how low can you go? Sorry, guys, that was bad. Death Row, what a brother knows. Once again, back is the incredible. Oh dear. Trotting out the public enemy, eh? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Actually, I like the words. Oh, hey, how you doing? Is Steel City as in Seattle or Whyalla? In South Australia, we have a Steel City, and that's Whyalla. Well, certainly, to my understanding. Mount Isa might disagree. I believe they've got a big metal mine up there. Ah. Okay, UK, Steel City, Newcastle? Wait, Sheffield. Sheffield is famous for its steel. I actually have some knives that are Sheffield steel, I do. My family's actually from the UK, despite me actually being Australian. So I was born here, eh? There we go. We'll just get that a little more. There we go. And that's... Boffo! Now, they, from memory, are... so yeah, there's two backs to those chairs. I've got to locate them on some sprues elsewhere. When they're done, they come up looking like that one. Boom. This has two football teams of note, Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United. I believe they're doing all right these days. Certainly one of them is. What we are doing is a Revell B-17F. Now, we're in the early stages of assembly, and I'll zoom back a bit, and how far out can I get? That's as good as it gets. There's a lot on the inside of this, as you can see. So much, yeah. This is, they rate it difficulty level 5. And I can see why. It's not an easy little number. There is a lot of very fiddly detail. Some of that you'll sort of become aware of as we go along with the session here. I'll show you some of what we've done so far and what we'll be working on next. Now, what we have, here we go. Now, these these are the bulkheads of that form. That's the back of the cockpit. This is the bomb bay. And that's part of the comms room. There are various compacts that go on there. These are stems from the bomb bay, as are, give me a moment, these. Now, I think we need to put the bombs on first. This is part of a gun nest. That's actually the ball turret. Not ball turret, the dorsal turret, which goes on that way. Oops, it days. And these are, in fact, the guns. So, yeah, there's a lot on it, and we're going to get onto that right now. Give me a moment. Oh, yeah, nice. I got to say, I do have a wee bit of a soft spot for a Bren gun carrier. Let's face it, Bren guns are chunky little firearms, and they'll do you a nasty. Now, let's see. Let's get to our assembly instructions here. Which do they reckon first? They reckon to put them on, then the bombs. This we will now do. Now, here, there they go. There's a couple of little very specific spots. And what we'll do, we'll probably do one, let it settle, yada, yada, yada. Now, and that should fit quite nicely. Just there. All right. Now, okay, let's do this. Let's give you a moment. Yeah, right. Nice. I'm actually going to be building a lot of vehicles fairly soon. I've got 4 kits I want to finish, and then I'm going to quickly just adjust the camera angle a bit for you. There we go. And then actually I should check that this glue's running. Get the glue running. Ba, 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 da, ba. It is a running. Jolly good. Now, turn that over. Button 1, 2, 4. And yeah, but once I've got these done, I have a whole series of cars planned, in fact. There we go. Now I'm just going to hold that for a bit because, well, let's face it, it's going to take a little while to bind. And oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be building, actually, I'm halfway tempted to divert from what we were doing and show you because I'm kind of liking them. Give me a moment. Bam. Look at that. We'll give that a moment to settle before we put the other one on. That's nice. It's good. It makes me happy when things fit that comfortably. Now let's go on to something else. Ah, yes, the cockpit floor. Now, I haven't put the chair supports in yet. So we can do that. I've got to fix that chair. What's more? Oh, that's not quite straight, that one. I don't think I need to get too excited about that. Now, blue box of bits. somewhere. Here we go. Tweezers are required now. Now what I'm doing here is a minor touch up on that back bit there. Now I will concede. Let me get the light round a bit. There you go. And zoom in. That you can query, is it really, get that off, necessary? No, not really. Am I going to do it? Yeah. Yes, mate. Yes. This will be, in fact, more specifically, a B-17F, which I will give the markings of the Memphis Belle. I like heavy bombers. I've done 2 Lancasters. Lancasters are my favorite bomber. My favorite fighter is actually the BF-109, and my favorite transport, and in fact, while I make mention of it, give me a moment, is a work in progress. Douglas C-47 Skytrain. This will be ready for by the time the D-Day anniversary rolls around. And yeah, I've always liked C-47s. Ouch. Probably because when I was young, I thought the paratroopers were so cool. And had I joined the army, which for various reasons I couldn't, mostly due to the fact, exclusively due to the fact that I have epilepsy and you can't go into the military if you got that. Yeah, my aim would have been to join the paras. Which are less of a thing these days, of course. In fact, aren't a thing these days. Because why would ya? You got helicopters. Why worry about the inaccuracies of a drop? I guess these days you go for SAS, I guess. But yeah. My theory on that was that yes, you get all the dangerous jobs, but they've spent a lot of money training you. They want to get you back. Thus, in a sense, your chances of survival. Oh, come here. I better. That was the theory. I might use my toothpick here. Give me a moment. This isn't going to be quite right, but you know, when it comes to these sorts of touch-ups, it's not bad. It's, yeah. There we go. Oop. Excuse me a moment. Yeah, right. Part metal. Sounds interesting, I must say. I've never heard of that company before. I'll have to do, as my housemate would say, Google foo. Now, what we can do next, let's see. I see. Now, given where I've just put the glue there, and that's where the frame goes on the back, I would suggest I might be well advised to not do that until that's dried a bit. Oh, yeah, that's the way I'll roll with that one. Now, steering wheels. Do I go stem first or handle first? Or do I put the heads on the stems and then in, or the other way around? Decisions. Well, first, what we'll do... Oh! I've built a dam buster, my man. Oh no. Yeah, I've built one of the dam busters, and we'll probably be building another one. Because I haven't got the markings for Guy Gibson on the one I've built. I've got one from a crew who did not return, which of course there were a few. I'm also now, oh dear, because I've got a bit of a warm, friendly reminder from my hip. I have arthritis these days. About the joys of standing up quickly. Now, what I'm looking for, give me a moment, and I will find. I'm quietly confident on that one. Now, what number? Is it 45 I'm after? Let me just check that. No, it's 20s I'm after. Aha! These are our stems for the steering wheel. Now, yes, that hoary old chestnut, eh? I've got to say, I'm kind of lucky in that I pretty much decked myself out for kits for the next however long. Although there's a couple of Lancasters I would really like to build. Revell do a really nice one. You can build the Merlin engine and you can actually see all the vents from certain angles. And man, you know, I'm a sucker for that sort of thing. Particularly as I said, I love Lancasters. What I might do, give me a moment. Hopefully I won't make you seasick. Now, let me just... Bear with me. Yeah, this is... I'm halfway through moving, but... Here we go. Now, that's S for sugar. That's a normally configured B3 for 137 missions. That's our dam busters. You can, if I hold it down there, you can just see the bomb. Actually, wait a minute. There you go. So there's our bomb. Boom. Now that's an airfix, as is that one there, S for sugar. I've also built, on the topic of British bombers, a Halifax, and there's our Hampton. There's a quick little aside. Yeah, there's just a whole stack of other stuff I've built. But yeah. And while I'm here, there's two of the car kits coming up. That's a cast iron of a type of car that was built in Australia that I couldn't get a kit for. Yeah, the Lamborghini, the Mustang there, two types of Mustangs. Where do I begin? And I'll slowly get back to it. Thank you. I've got to move. One of my bigger tricks is I've got to move house. so I have to excuse me. Oh dear, my phone is my camera, so it can be a bit tricksy to get into position sometimes. But I think we're good again now. Cool. I'm looking forward to that, actually. What I'm going to do with it, because so what I'm going to do with some of the cars is build them in a way that I wanted to. What I mean by that is I never got round to purchasing a V-dub, which I wanted to deck out in blood red and put the markings of von Richthofen's DR1 on it. That's how I'm going to build it. I used to have a Volvo which I wanted to fully pimp out, and it didn't happen. Excuse me while I'm chatting. I'm just going to see how these go on. Oh yeah, nice, yeah, pretty easily. Anyway, so I'm going to paint it that way. There's a Volvo. You might not have seen it, but it's going to be jet black, with a sort of like in fact, I can even show you the trim, sort of a color. Because that sort of a color on the trim. Now this color I'm also going to use on the Lamborghini, because I'm getting way off the track from the B-17. But hey, here's something I'll show you that I think is kind of cool. In fact, I'll show you what I'll do. Here we go. I'll show you what a lot of these kids relate to, because there is a thing. And then I'll get back to the B-17. And what it is, there's a whole box of them over here. And yes, children, here we have them. Ha ha! Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, here's something else I'll explain to you. Now, I decided, because I've been working on a car as well, that I've almost finished. And this is my first car that I've done. And most people, oh, what's going on there? Reckon it's looking pretty good. So yeah. Anyway, and a few people said I should do. Alrighty, eh? Sure, cool. Thanks, man. But yeah. Anyway, I've got some cast iron bits to go with the cars. I'm building a Mini. I'm going to do it with the Italian job thing. Yeah, it's a whole stack of things here. Anyway, I'll catch you another time. Have a good night. Now, what I was looking at was this, wasn't it? Now let's see how nicely they fit into the position of the cockpit, shall we? I'm pretty confident on. I reckon we're best off putting these on first, because if they're there, it's going to be fiddly. It's going to be fiddly anyway, but I reckon something I can check from any number of angles, I would say. If I go here, yeah, that's not a real issue. What we can do, let's give that a bit of a boring out. Oh, they're actually square curses. That's okay. And I bet you that's going to go just nicely now. Because I can see it. Oh, that's okay. All right. So what we'll do, we'll pop that over to there. We'll delete. Now, go around that way, I reckon. There we go. All right, now, by my reckoning, let's see how easily they... Yeah, this might be a bit of a tweezer job. All right. Yeah, a bit of glue would go a long way, wouldn't it? All right, but pretty straightforward operation, I would suggest. Let's see how this rolls out, kids. And then... there we go. I think that's enough. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. If I... give me a moment. I don't think that glue's floating. I might need to put the flame across it. Give us a moment. Yeah, we're not getting... Here we go. Give me a moment. Now we're flowing. Ah. There we go. I think maybe... Yep, there we go. Having a bit of a hard time with the glue I was. Never mind. Now... there we go. Boom. Nice and easy. Now, I should probably... actually, is that quite straight? There we go. There we go. Boom. So now, and what I might even do is to facilitate it drying in that position. But now, zoom out. Mouthful of coffee. Now, once we got this one on, as in assembled, we will put the other part of the Bombay there on, and then we'll do a bit of work on the ball turret, we will. Yes. Now, upstairs. There we go. Now, alrighty. All right, let's do this. Again, it's a pretty easy op. I must say, on the whole, I am quite impressed with how the kit goes together. Sometimes the thing with it is that it is so particular that it's almost makes it harder. But it's the bits are there. You just got to be aware of them and find them, and then yeah. Boom. Where's my toothpick? That's not quite how I want that to sit. That's a bit better. That's more how I want it. Now, once these dry, it's a bit, there we go. Stop that. Stop your knees bent advancing behavior. Why, you little? That's what I might do. You know what? I should have put the stems on here first. Then there we go. All right. There's our two steering wheels. Zoom out. Now, that's what we were going to do, wasn't it? The other part of this. Dun, 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 dun. Now, hopefully, this is as cooperative as its friend was, which is to say, very. Now, once they're on, or that's on, yeah, bull turret time. And actually, no, I did it on here before, which made it worked for me nicely. So we'll stick with that methodology. Come on. Give me a moment. Who's being a bit temperamental today? I'm not quite sure what the dealio is. There we go. Bing. Probably a bit much, but it's also not really going to show that much in the position that it's going. So, hey. And hold there. There we go. Yeah. And hold. As to how long we have to hold, probably not that long, really. Revell glue is pretty effective. I'm pretty chipper with it. Now, I would suggest, once we've done a bit of ball turret work, we can probably consider putting the chair supports in. And are we good? We're good. Look at that. Nice one, kids. I know that's very cool. There's this point where you can even almost balance it. And given mass production, all the rest, that's pretty cool. Almost. I had it a minute ago. Oh, doesn't really matter. In position. Boom, boom. Let them dry. Let them dry. Next, that's what I was going to do, wasn't it? Gun nests. Now, which gun to be put on the ball turret? Here we go. We're looking for parts 179. Right, let's do this, kids. Now, all right. Now, I did pretty much put all the guns in one bag, which oh hell, these are Volvo decals. I should put them away. Give me a moment. Where are they? Really, Rob? For God's sake. Hey there, I think. Now we're looking for parts. What was it? 179. I don't think these contain part 179, but we'll have a look. Oh no. Hang on. There's 179. And what I'm going to do. Robin. You go over there. Here we go. There's some more. And I would suggest 179. They say I'm just a pretty face, you know. No, they don't actually. Bastards. Anyway, so here's our 179s. Now, good people. What I might do is need that one. Need that one. What's the other part numbers we're going to require? Oh, we don't need them yet. We'll do that once we've got that on it. Okay, under control. I'm talking to myself here, don't mind me. All right, so there's our 179s. Let's get all the others out of the way for the time being, at least. All right. Ding. What is the time currently? All right. Now, let me just see how these go in. With a Revell key. I see. I believe. So we go Yeah. Revell, certainly in this instance, I must say, I have been quite fastidious in their making it possible to get it into an exact position. Now, this is probably going to require some tweezers, I would say. Which way around does it go? That way. And oh, Jesus. You got to pay that, don't you? Look at that. Oops, it's just dropped out because I dropped the actual piece. But it just sat there. Now, let me just have a look at the, in fact, you can even join me in this little, yep. They sort of stick out a bit, but of course there's going to be the space for that, and that's absolutely fine. Because of course there would need to be. That's all good in the hood. You gotta feel sorry for the hapless sucker who's cramped into those things, hey? Goddamn kilogram. Anyway. Oh, where to put the bloody gun now? Oh no. Not this old game. Stay cool. There's the ball. Here it is. Now, what I think we shall do, how do I want to go about this? I don't think it really matters. I'm going to put it on this. Now we're going to go for that angle. There we go. That should be plenty. Now, and all right. One. Just nudge that little touch. There we go. Just make sure it's not going to interfere with the, yeah. All right, there's one of the guns in the turret. Get the other one. Yee. And then, as you can see, there is a lot to be done before you can even really need to bother yourself with putting it into the fuselage. The detail is pretty spectacular, which, if you're into that sort of thing, is great. And happily, I am. Or at least happily for me. There we go. Now, delay. Now, toothpick. Should have checked it before. There we go. Boom. let them dry. So yeah, actually I'll just quickly zoom you in. So there they are, right angle. Right position, boom. All right. Dorsal turret. Now, this is a bit tricksy. How do I want to? Because the guns need to go on there. I don't want to just crunch them. Although, now, because what happens, these are the guns. Now, hopefully, gently lower up. There we go. We can. Oh. Okay, that hasn't helped my take on life. Bugger. Okay. Toothpick. While I'm here, because what that sort of backfired on me a bit. Oh well. What I was hoping to do was to actually that's where I've trimmed them off. Okay, look. Minor repair work or on the paintwork here. So we're going to pop these there. Actually, no. Here we go. What I'm going to do, just I'll show you. Pop them there. So they're all together. And then I'm going to there. Now, might as well keep this chair with the other chair bits. Yes, now that's actually where I've cut it off the sprue. So we're looking for first natural steel. Then I'm going to have to hold them in position while they're dry. The guns, that is, at a relevant point. However, color. Here we go. Pretty quiet on the chat boards. I have a lot of things to attend to, guys, so I'm sort of halfway tempted, if it's quiet on the chat boards, to do the boogaloo. Not literally, I don't even know the steps, but yeah. Not unhappy. Well, definitely want to get the chair supports in position if I can. If I get them in, I might see about putting completing the cockpit assembly before departure. So here we go for time. Now, in this instance, with this natural steel, I don't need to be too precise because I'm going to put brass on after. So, I might even file that down before I, God's sake, knocking things over here. Dearie me. Give that a bit of a file. Yeah, that's better, I think. No. Anyway, where to put that splodge of paint? For God's sake, there we are. There we are. There we are. So you blind bastard, what are you doing? But there it is. There we go. Now we'll tidy up any bits we get too carried away with. We'll put the brass on for the shell casings. This is the ammunition for the dorsal turret gunner. I think you'll find. So there we go. That can just go to there to dry. Clean brush. Have to get this out of the way, then clean brush. All right. Now, on Saturday, I'm normally go fishing, except this week I'm not. Now, I do, however, somewhere I need to be at 10:30, but I might do an early session. Or maybe I'll see if anybody else is on and join theirs, depending on who's on. But maybe we shall see. We shall see. Now, next. Chair supports. That's what I was looking for. Now, let us just make sure we get our part number correct. That would be number 18. All right. 18. Acting. That. They go that way. Do they both go that way? Yep, they both face that way. Bing. Now the other one, I reckon, is not far away, happily. Whereas I think it's not. If I have to go search and destroy, I'm going to be a little bit frustrated with myself. Particularly as it may. Give me a moment. I'll have a few more looks. Oh, it's around here somewhere. I know that. Bet you it's with that. That's what I've got to find. That stash of things like chairs, and I bet you it's with all of that. The big question is, where have I put them, kids? That is the point, or the big question. Is that one? Because, of course, as you can imagine, I'd like to put them on together. Rubbing. No, they're not going to be in there. Okay, I'm going to have to go search and destroy. This is less than ideal. Hang on. One very quick checking of the spot. Let's see. And failing this spot, I am inclined to think that because it's at the search and destroy point, I might be advised to wind the stream up so as I can find them, and therefore not go through this tosh again. Yeah, it's getting frustrating now. Okay. It's okay. It's not many people. There's no one on the chat board at the moment. So I don't feel so bad about ducking off a bit early-ish to see if I can find these parts. All right, and in fact, executive decision reached. This I will now do. One quick gander up here. Jesus, Rob, what the hell have you done, boy? What have you done, mate? Never mind. Wait a minute. Not so fast. Aha! All right, we can at least get those on then. All right, and that means we might get the cockpit assembled, which would be good. Okay, come here. Now, we'll go for the one that's not requiring, or hasn't got a repair on it. Let's see how that rolls first. Now, they go that way around. Oh, yeah. And if you get tweezers, which, yeah, we'll go that way. And let's have a look into... I see what they've done. Very clever. There are, as always, 2 spots. Boom. Sorta. What I can do, and that will certainly help with both of these, I would suggest. File. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. Out you come. There we go. There we go. There we go. So it'll... Oh, look. Back you go. It'll sit quite nicely like that. Look at that. Yep. And that's... Oh, hey, cutie guy. How you doing? Oh, excuse me a moment. Sorry, I was checking out a message I got from Instagram. Apparently they cut their streams after an hour. Why? Okay, whatever, man. Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm just finishing a few bits before winding up the stream here. But first, I want to finish the cockpit first before I do anything else. Now, this goes that way around. Yeah. There we go. Now, why you little? There we go. There's one. I started about a bit over an hour ago, mate. Yeah, that's what I'm using more as my regular starting time these days, generally. I'm not fishing this Saturday, so I might be on, although that would probably be a thing I'd need to be on a bit earlier if I was going to, because I am looking for somewhere to live, and there's an inspection on at a time when I would otherwise be streaming. So I'd need to be on an hour earlier from that on Saturday if I was going to be on. Although if there are other people streaming, it might just be worth joining them. These are the things. So yeah, we'll see what rolls on Saturday. Yeah. Now. There we go. The chair support's in position. Yes, that one is crooked. That's the chair as well. But I think once everything's in... Actually, that makes it look a little less obvious if I do that, doesn't it? Now, next. Diddy. Now, there is some tidying up painting to be done on these, but that's okay. We'll get them into position first. That's the theory. Now, let's see how we go. If I can just... Not quite. Okay, we'll bore them out a bit. Where's that file gone? Here it is. So we'll bore these holes out a little. They're actually square, but that doesn't matter so much. I don't have anything, or do I? I might have. Give me a moment. Do I have? Give me a moment. Where are my files? Oh, for God's sake, now I can't. Oh, here they are. Now, let's see if... Not... Oh, that's pretty bloody close. Let's try this one on for size. I'm going to zoom you out a bit. Now, this is a slightly squarer one. Right, that's how one. There we go. All right, let's see how we go this time. Look at that. Yeah. Let's see how it fits on this one. Yep. All right, I reckon we're on a winner. Let's do this. Come on. That's probably enough, but there we go. Just cover that. Oh. Oh, you back off the thing. Get back. Why is it always once the glue is on that it does this sort of... There we go. Thank you. Bloody thing. Give it a slight nudge with the toothpick. And there we go. Maybe a little more. There we go. Right, one. Now we've got to do the other one. Now we'll confirm that that will also go in quite as easily. It should do. The other one did. On that hole, that is. Bearing in mind they are, of course, two different pieces in effect. Now, how will this one sit for us? Does it require further filing? Don't think it was even in. Hang on. All right, then let's do it. That's looking cooperative. Delete. Now, there is. There we go. One other thing I wouldn't mind doing, depending. Yep, I can do that, I reckon. Before I cruise. And let me just get that. Oh, you bugger. Come here. Every time you go in when it's dry, it cooperates. You go in when it's got glue on it, cop it sweet, son. There we go. So, yep. Cockpit ready to go. Well, cockpit floor at least. There's some touch-ups on the top of the steering things that we'll do, all in good time. Now, actually, here's something we might be able to do as well. Maybe. Oh, I think I'd rather let them dry a bit. Oh. Yep. Okay, we can do that as well. Put our ball turret together. And then a little bit of painting. And then I'm going to wind up. Everything else just needs time to dry. We've done some good stuff though today. We've gotten a good start on our with our bomb bay things in their position. We'll get bombs on them soon once they've dried nice and solid. We've got our cockpit floor in order. We're about to get our ball turret in order. Hang on a moment. Maybe I'm jumping a bit. That just moved. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Let's do it. Okay. And after that, I'm going to do a little bit of painting because the guns fell off of the. Do I want to? Oh no, I'll paint the shell casings into position anyway. Now, crystal clear we will need. Glad you like it, mate. It will, once the dash is in position and everything, yeah, I'm going to be pretty chipper, I think. It does fall in the category of things that people are only going to notice if they really look, but still at the same time, it's one of those things that really sort of highlights. In my opinion, a good build is when you start doing that sort of stuff. You can really add the whole perspective for people. Now, make sure I get this the right way around, or I'm going to get very grumpy with myself. That way. Oh, hang on. that way. There we go. All right. That's not holding. Not yet, anyway. So I guess. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Get off my hand. Just hold for a bit till it does. Like so. Now, I will necessarily have to tidy up some of that paintwork. Mostly around the edges there. That's sort of a caper. But there is our ball turret. Boom. A lot of stuff from Star Wars was based on World War II stuff. There, good sir, is your TIE fighter. Look at the bloody thing. Hello. If you look at the cockpit of a B-29, I believe that's what George Lucas based the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon on. And what else was there? I know that a lot of the footage of things like when they go into the trench, he used a lot of stuff. He looked at a lot, or he used the concepts and some of the ways of shooting that they used in films like the Dam Busters, stuff like that. To understand how attacks filmed, he looked at a lot of World War II footage. So yeah, there's a lot of that goes on in it, man. So yeah, it's not so surprising if you think about it in those terms. Now, okay. Now, do I have on hand? No, I don't. I would need to dig it out. So I won't bother with that right now because just nah, that's going to involve painting. What else was there that I was looking at and going, well, maybe. Let me think. Was there something? Nah, that's me done. Alrighty. Now then. That's me done for today, at least. I'm now tomorrow. I'm probably not going to be on. Fridays are actually a curious day for me. I get a lot of medical treatments. I get my traditional Chinese medicine. I get my massage therapy. That's half my day done. Trust me. Anyway, but. Well, I've been going for an hour and a half, better part of an hour and a half, mate. And I've got things I've got to do, you know. Unfortunately, so these. I mean, I'm looking for a place to live. I've got to chase things up. Yeah, and there's all my other stuff I've got to do. Hey, Columba, hey. Anyway, Saturday, however, I'm not fishing, as I said. Now, if there's nobody else on YouTube, and if there is, I can join their stream. If there isn't, I won't. Failing that, I'll probably do a stream. Now, it would need to be a bit earlier than normal because I need to. Please tell me that's not loose. That one is, and you know what? I'm actually going to do that. And I had to fix the other one yesterday. Now I'm fixing this one, but that's okay. I can do that. And Yeah, so I've got to go to that inspection, which is at 10:30 our time. I'm normally on at 9:30, but what I can do is probably go on at 8:30, which will be an hour earlier than when I started today, and go to. If I started at 8:30, couldn't go to 10 because it'll take me half an hour to get there. But I'll be able to do a short session at least. So we'll see how we roll. Yeah, there we go. And I might do Sunday depending on inspections and other things. We shall see. I've got a lot of stuff I want to work on. Not just here as well, though, of course. So these are the things. Well, like I said, it would be early-ish. Now, I mean, I started better part of an hour and a half ago to give you a guideline, and it would be an hour, at least an hour earlier than that. So, not quite sure what time that rolls out for you, but that's the time I would be doing it. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. First-time viewers out there. Oh, yeah, I guess if that's what it translates as into your time. Yes, 6-ish. Yeah, first-time viewers out there, magic button for you. Follow, like, subscribe. If you would like to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord, and Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Follow, like, or subscribe. Your noses wants to. Now, as I said, I'm not going to be on tomorrow, but Saturday, yeah, I'll be on for a while. I mean, I could theoretically even potentially start at 8. That would give me a better amount. I mean, I could go for an hour and a half, and so that'd be 5:30 for your time, kitty guy. And yeah, whatever, man. That would give me an hour and a half, and then I could start getting things in order better, get myself more time to get to where I've got to get to. Sunday, I'll be doing a normal time. Yeah. See how we roll. Alrighty. Well, as I said, that's me done now. I won't be back tomorrow, but probably, in fact, we'll say definitely Saturday at a similar kit time, but on the same kit channel. Hopefully I'll catch you then.